Hey guys, welcome back to Jamie Plays Zelda. Where did we left off and you completed the Great Deku Tree? We finally ventured off into Hyrule Field. Tell me what happened when you went out there.
Immediately turned to the left and saw whatever that spinning thing is. Oh, that looks interesting. I went over and it just absolutely mauled me to death. Like, I was not expecting that at all. Spawned, came back in, did not go over there. I'm like, all right, I'm sticking to the path. So I just hauled right down the path, straight to the castle.
Okay, so you didn't try to kill him again?
No. I got so utterly destroyed.
Did you do any exploration in the castle or in the market area?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you hit a market in any game, you just go stall to stall, door to door, and everyone was like, yeah, we're not home, come back later, or we're not selling to you yet, come back later, or we got a mask, but I'm not selling it to you. Like, okay, this market sucks. And yeah, went to the castle. Snuck around all the worst guards in the history of gardens. And I see Sleepy Mario, and I'm like throwing stuff. I'm like, wake! He wouldn't wake up. I didn't know what to do, and then finally, I was like getting frustrated. And I ran around. A guard saw me and kicked me out. And then there's the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where were you before? Like, I needed you before I went into the castle. So that was weird. I don't know how you trigger her to come out before you get caught. And I'm like, okay, now I can go back in and wake his ass up with the chicken.
That scene with Zelda, this is probably, I'd say, the longest cutscene in the entirety of the game.
I don't even remember what it was. I think the longest cutscene was by far before that, when they give you the backstory of the three angels or whatever that created the world. That was long. I don't even remember what the Zelda one was. It did not make an impression on me, clearly.
All right, but we got to see our friend. He has a name now.
Yes.
The big villain. Do you remember his name?
Gargamel.
Gargamel.
I'm always going to call him Gargamel.
Okay. You know his actual name?
I do. I can't remember it, though. I should. He's the main guy. I know, but...
I'll give you this one. Ganondorf.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. You should know him from the original Legend of Zelda,
I
too.
know.
He was a pig back then.
It's like not knowing Bowser, but whatever.
Oh, you know Bowser. That's great.
Well, I would hope so.
Where was the first portion that you really got stuck?
Graveyard.
In the graveyard?
Yeah. I had no idea what I was doing. I got to the graveyard. The guy in the graveyard house is asleep. I go out, I wait for a different time, I come back in, he's still asleep. So I finally figured out how to, get the little hole in the ground. But there's still, I've never talked to the dude in the thing, and I finally got him later on, and all he does is dig up stuff in the ground and give you rupees. I'm like,
So you ventured into that little hole in the ground in the graveyard. Okay.
I did.
Did you get anything out of this venture?
I went down there, and of course, up until this point, no enemy except for the pea hat has really been an issue. So I walked right up to one of those zombie dudes with the wooden well, I don't know what those dudes are. That literally scared the crap out of me. Nothing in this game should scare me. That legitimately scared me. Because I got close to the dude and it just made a noise and jumped on my back, and I'm literally frozen. My life is just chewing away, and it's making this weird sound. That was horror movie stuff.
Okay. Did you die?
No, I had half a heart, and I got the hell out of there.
Okay, but you did venture back in.
I did finally go, okay, they're not really moving very fast. I can just walk around them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you did learn the Sun Song.
I did get around. I learned the Sun Song.
Okay.
I don't remember what the Sun Song was for, though. It's people that are trapped, and it's almost like guys that are purgatory or restless souls play the Sun Song for them. So I went out and played it to the zombie dudes with the wooden heads, and they just calcified for a second.
Okay, you learned. Wow.
But that's it. Why do you need a calcified dude that walks this slow? You just walk around him it's. I thought I was gonna purge their souls and they would ascend or something. Nothing.
So you eventually found the grave digger, though.
Yeah, and I spent 5 minutes waiting for him to come to each spot and making him dig up and.
Oh, would he just dug up rupees? Nothing else?
No, but in his hut, it's this guy found something that stretches and stuff. I'm like, what's that? Nothing. No idea what it is. Couldn't figure it out.
You know what? I didn't even remember he has that reference.
there's a note on his desk where it's like, ooh, it stretches and it shrinks or something like that. And I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe that's what he's going to dig up. Never dug it up. And I got annoyed and left. Okay, no spoilers.
Keep that in your head.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even know that.
I
was
didn't
in
even
his
write
HUD.
that down in my notes, so it's gonna be gone in a few.
That's
minutes.
great.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
You finally made it to Goron City.
Yes.
Yeah. And so is this is the mountain?
Oh, this is just hours.
Hours. Really? Hours of being stuck?
Mm-hmm. Not being stuck, just in total. This is at the point where I finally cheated.
Oh no.
I didn't cheat. Well, you did the hint thing.
Oh, what do you mean?
I didn't go online.
Okay.
You crawl into the stone thing.
Oh, the
and it gives you
gossip
the
stone.
visions.
Okay.
Because the first time I went into that, they're like, "Oh, do you want some hints, or do you want to be a man and not get hints?" I'm like, "I'm a man. I'm not getting hints." So I ignored it.
Okay.
Then I randomly entered the palace or whatever, church or
Temple
whatever,
of Time.
Temple of Time. Thank you. And they had one of those things, and I forgot what they were because I hadn't seen one in a while. So I crawled in and like hints. I'm like, oh God, yes, hints, please. Just tell me how to do the mountain, please. Okay. So then it started, giving me all the visions of the things I'd already done, and the top one was the mountain. I'm like, oh, you play a song in front of the guy's cave. Whatever and so that, at least there was a catharsis there, because that dominoes started falling at that point.
Okay.
Because he gives you the bracelet. Oh God, now I can pick up the bombs and throw them and blow stuff up. And
in order to progress, though, you had to play a different song, though. You had to play Saria's song.
Yeah, is that the horse song?
No.
Okay. What's the horse song?
Wait, so you know the horse song?
Well, yeah, I went to, I forget why I was wandering around, because there's little, things on the map. And I went out there, and there's, the horse pen, and then you go talk to the girl again, and she's like, oh, my horse hates you. I'll play this song. Oh, my horse loves you. I'm like, okay, can I ride your horse now? No. The horse just comes up to you and chills and hangs out.
You're too young. You're
spoilers.
Yeah. Kids can't ride
I
horses.
assume at some point I'll be able to ride this horse, but...
Now, do you remember the girl's name?
Oh, sorry, a song. Yeah. She's your girlfriend.
The girl. Yes. Okay, we'll go with that.
How this dude has a girlfriend, I don't know. Because she gives you the ocarina at the right after at the beginning of this whole thing, and the look on Link's face is like there is nothing going on behind. It's like shiny keys in front of. He's just like. And then she's like, I hope this is my gift to you. I hope you play it and you think of me fondly. And she's like, and he just looks at her, slowly backs away and runs.
So you finally played the song for, do you remember what the big giant Goron's name is?
Darunia.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you're right.
I don't know why that name stuck in my head. But
Okay.
Okay, so Darunia is the king.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with that, yeah.
Isn't he the king of the thing?
King Darunia?
Isn't he the king of the Gangadangas? What are they? What are the dudes in the mountain?
The Goron.
Gorons, okay.
Yeah.
No, and that's another thing I don't know. That the big one down in the room.
Oh, the giant
He's
one.
like, yeah, come back in 6 years, and I'll have something for you. What? I don't know what that means.
So what'd you think of good old dancing Darunia? It's a hot dance.
It is.
It's on fire.
What was it? No. It's a hot groove or something like that. He's like, hey, daddy. Dude's a jive cat.
Okay. So he gives you the what you call it, the Dangaranga?
He gives you the Danga bracelet. Yeah.
The Goron bracelet. Okay. And did you know what you had to do with that at that point?
Well, no, but I mean that was the key. I was going around looking for how to get down in there because everything pointed to being able to. You needed to pick up the bomb flowers to do stuff. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I was just like, Just the breath that I let out when I finally got the bracelet. It was so good. Like, no more walking around this stupid mountain. As soon as it opened up, I went in there and didn't know what to do.
Okay.
Like, literally was immediately stuck.
Okay.
That laser guy killed me like 3 times because I kept trying to kill the laser guy. I'm like, because the guy, or King Dodongo, tells you kill all the dudes in the cave. And I'm like, okay, these guys are enemies. They're in the cave. These are the guys I need to kill. No, you can just leave those guys alone.
Yeah.
My God, that's a long dungeon.
Oh, you thought it was a long dungeon?
The way I did it, yes.
Okay.
Because I spent a lot of time retreading areas I had been in. None of the puzzles really, gave me that much of a problem. It was just a matter of, I'm looking at the map, there are a bunch of treasure chests, I want to find all the treasure chests, and there are a bunch of rooms so that I find all the rooms, get it. Then I get to the end, I'm on the bridge above the big skull, there's a guy up, there's a plaque telling me, when the big head sees red, the new path will open. I'm like, okay. I know they're talking about that giant skull on the wall. I couldn't figure it out, and I even climbed down in there, bombed his mouth. Didn't do anything, and I'm like, you can see where you need to go. And just open the mouth. What do I need to do? So then I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm going back to the Stone of Hints. So I went back to a Stone of Hint, and it goes, oh, you drop it in his eyeball. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I went, dropped one in each eye.
All right, so then we finally reached good old King Dodongo.
King Dodongo.
That's the name of the boss. The other guy's Darunia. You called him King Dod, but
I knew there was a G with the guys that live in the mountain. At first, you go in and I'm looking at the guy, and I think he goes counterclockwise, and so I start rolling after him, and he would stop, and I never actually saw the breath. I just heard it because as soon as he turns around, I just start running the other way. But my first instinct was to like speed skating. I'm like, we're both going around the track, and I'm like trying to catch up to his tail to bomb, because right before you go in there, you uncover a hidden treasure chest that gives you bombs. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, bombs. So I'm like, okay, I know you got to use bombs. So I'm trying to put a bomb on his tail. And anytime I got anywhere, it took me like 3 laps to get close enough, and I would throw a bomb, and then he would immediately turn into a ball and run away. I might have happened to have been in front of his mouth and just quickly threw a bomb at him, just like, get away from me, and it went in his mouth. And I ran away, thinking it was like everybody else in this dungeon, where you bomb them and they get angry, and before they die, they run after you and try and explode all over you. So I ran away thinking this guy was going to come after me, and no. I knew the bomb was the key, so I just kept bombing him, and then one time I remember there was some enemy before that where you stun him, and you have to go hack him after that. I can't remember what enemy it was. So I went back and started hacking. It was pretty easy. Okay. I never died on him, and it was... I think I had, like, quarter or half a heart by the time I figured it out, because he did steamroll me several times before I figured it out, but I never died.
Now, did you think the second dungeon was a good, like, stepping stone from the first one?
A giant. The first part of this game was like, there's probably 3 or 4 things that I came across that I have no idea about.
Okay. How are you feeling about Ocarina of Time? 2 dungeons in.
I don't know. I will be honest, I'm not loving it. This is not a bad game.
Okay.
I think the most frustrating thing has been, I don't generally like puzzle games where you can get stuck.
Okay.
Which is kind of the nature of puzzle games, because if the puzzles are all immediately solvable, it's probably not a very good game. There might be people that take pleasure in solving puzzles and finally figuring that part they've been stuck at.
Oh, you don't have that sense of... Okay.
I do feel, once you get a feel for a game's methodology for how it creates the puzzles. I'm hoping I will now know. Just put bombs. Like, it's like the first Zelda. Just put bombs everywhere. When you don't know what to do, just start bombing everything. Something will open up.
There is a bit of a pendulum that I think that it goes a lot of puzzle-oriented stuff, and then there's some areas that are very combat-oriented, and it'll
See,
go
now
back and
that's
forth.
when I said the first area in the last episode was very puzzle-oriented. Oh, yeah, that's great. This one was all puzzles. All puzzles. There was no combat.
Yeah, there are parts in the later dungeons that are combat-oriented that are really difficult.
Okay, good.
So you will run into that.
Good.
I think.
Oh, please, let me die over and over in combat, like a man.
Go kill a peahat.
I did, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did.
You went back?
I went back. I'm like, screw you. Now that I know I've solved everything, I was just wandering back. Yeah, I'm going to take this out on the way back.
All right, so we'll cut it here. We're going to make progress to the third dungeon. I will tell you that I don't think you will have as much trouble.
I don't think it's possible to have as much trouble.
Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what you think. Post any comments or questions for Jamie. And
or comment on how dumb I am.
Yes. Do that more than anything, please. And we'll see you guys next time.